Page 129. Ki eshmira Shabbat el yishmereni. Ki eshmira Shabbat el yishmereni. Oti le'omead beino uveni. Oti le'omead beino uveni. Ki eshmira Shabbat el yishmereni. Ki eshmira Shabbat el yishmereni. Oti le'omead beino uveni. Oti le'omead beino uveni. Ki eshmira Shabbat el yishmereni. Ki eshmira Shabbat el yishmereni. Oti le'omead beino uveni. Oti le'omead beino uveni.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos to all of you. So we've had so many special things happen on the last few Friday nights and in the month of April as well. Next month we have 2 baby namings in a row on Shabbat, which is terrific, some of our younger families. Last week we celebrated a milestone birthday. The Friday before that we had our first Friday family service. And tonight we got nothing. Tonight is just Shabbat. Just Shabbat, as we say in Hebrew, stam Shabbat. But Dayenu. But it's a great opportunity to celebrate Shabbat, to celebrate the end of the week, and to be together with one another. I was just at my annual rabbinical conference. That was an adventure, spending 5 days with 400 or 500 Reform rabbis from all over the country. But I learned some really interesting things. One of which is all of us wrestle with the same challenges, whether it's anti-Semitism, fundraising, whatever it happens to be. And we all were able to share, our respective experiences and journeys. But it's great to be back, and as time goes on, I'll share more about what I learned. So when I was in Chicago, we spent time at one synagogue affiliated with the Jewish Renewal Movement. Anyone familiar with the Jewish Renewal Movement? So they do some interesting things musically. It's very creative. I don't like all of it, but it was an interesting community. And they would often start their services by asking people to share their oys and their joys of the past week. So it's a little shticky, but I would like to ask if anyone would like to share if they've had any joys or oys, any simchas or any challenges this past week that you'd like to share with the congregation.
I just had 2 hours with my 19-year-old grandgirl who's a sophomore in college. He was home, so she squeezed me in, and we had some time together.
Well, that is an oy. That's not a, no, it's a joy, not an oy. Well, it could be an oy, but it doesn't sound like it was. Anyone else want to share anything, Shira?
Well, our escrow closed on our new house, and it is both an oy and a joy. Oy, how much money we're spending to fix it up, and what a joy it'll be to be in our own home.
Good. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to help putting up the mezuzah once you're all settled. Anybody else want to share anything about the past week? Anything going on? Yeah, Catherine.
So our niece, who was laid off unexpectedly a few weeks ago, got a job offer yesterday at the perfect place, and she's delighted. So we're very happy for her.
That's great news.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sunday we woke up to a flood in the garage. The water heater lost its bottom, filled the garage full of water, so I made a quick call to my local bandit, and he came out shortly thereafter, and I had a brand new tankless water heater put in within 24 hours. It does heat the house and keeps everything warm.
That's both, yeah. Anybody else? Yes.
I received a visit from two friends of the Yiddish Schule in Mexico that were friends for 78 years.
That's a long time to be friends with someone. Thank you. So this is what a community is for. We're here to support each other during difficult times and to celebrate with one another when there's good news. And of course, life is always about peaks and valleys, and I appreciate you sharing with all of us tonight. So I would like to invite up Elena Mikulski and Laura Schumer to honor us by lighting our Shabbat candles. And if you want to follow the blessing, it's in your prayer books on page 120.
You go. Listo? Sí. Dale. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kayshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you, Elena and Laura. We're going to turn now to page 140, and Gordon is going to lead us in Mizmor Shir.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
This song, Mizmor Shir, is actually a psalm, Psalm 92, that was sung by the Levites at the temple. and in the tabernacle many, many millennia ago. We're going to be looking at some of that tomorrow morning at Torah study and see what the Levites and the priests used to do back in antiquity. But I want to do one more song associated with Kabbalat Shabbat tonight that is a lot newer, 16th century Tzfat. And this is Shalom Aleichem, that, as I think many of you know, was composed by a group of young mystics, young Kabbalists in the Galilee that continues to be sung all over the world to this day.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzechem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We're going to continue now on page 144 with a Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkadav, Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, Bi'alma Divrach, Hirutei V'amlich Malchutei, B'chayechon Uv'yomechon, Uv'chayedecho Beit Yisrael, Ba'gala, Ba'gala, Uv'izman Kariv, Ve'imeru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach, La'olam U'olmei Almaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yithaleh, V'yithalav, Shemei Dekudesha Barichu, Le'ela Michol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata V'nechemata, Da'amiran Bi'alma, Ve'imeru, Amen.
If you are able, please rise as we turn to the Baruch Hu.
Yai la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach, Baruch Adonai Hamivorach, Hamivorach Le'olam Va'ed, Hamivorach, Hamivorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Page 148. I think I mentioned last week that I had been on the liturgy committee of the Reform movement for a number of years, and this particular prayer book, this Siddur, was designed so that the Hebrew prayer, the traditional Hebrew prayer for the Kabbalat Shabbat service is, of course, on the right. The translation in English immediately underneath is the literal translation. The translations or passages to the left are meant to be more poetic, and some of them are quite beautiful. But tonight, let's read the first three lines of Ma'ariv Aravim in Hebrew together, and then let's read one of the poetic translations at the top of the next page. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. And let's do the first 4 lines of Ahavat Olam on the next page. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadata. And at the bottom, everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavacha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivdecha b'veitecha uvlektecha vaderech uveshokbecha uvkumecha ukshartam laot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot beinenecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha lema'an tizkaru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai Vitem keroshim lelohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liod lachem lelohim, ani Adonai Elohechem.
Page 157 together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Page 158.
Nichamocha ba'elim Adonai, Nichamocha nedar ba'kodesh nora tehilot osef eleh nora tehilot osef Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar ba'kodesh nora tehilot osef eleh nora tehilot Sefele Malchutecha Ra'u Vanecha Bokei Hayam Lifnei Moshe u'Miriam Ze'eli Anu v'Amru Adonai imlo Leolam va'ed Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Sefele Nora Tehilo O Sefele.
Page 161. So in a couple weeks, we have one of the three major pilgrimage festivals that's about to occur. Anyone know what's coming up? Passover, Pesach, one of the three major ancient pilgrimage festivals of our tradition. Looks very different today than it looked in antiquity. But one of the other pilgrimage festivals is Sukkot, which we celebrate in the fall. And what is the signature ritual object of that particular week-long festival? The Sukkah. We get to eat in the Sukkah during Sukkot. We get to drink in the Sukkah. We get to study in the Sukkah. Some people even sleep in the Sukkah. But every single Shabbat, with the prayer that we're about to read, we have the opportunity not to dwell in a Sukkah like we do on Sukkot, but in the metaphorical Sukkot Shalom, the shelter of peace that God lays over all of us as we end the week and get ready to begin the next. So let's read the English of this prayer, Hashkivenu, together, and then Gordon will lead us in the Hebrew. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei Sukkot Shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha, ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha, ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. Amen. Amen.
The Amidah is on page 164, and once again, if you're able, please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Ula Livnei V'Nehem, L'man Shebo B'Ahava, Melech Oseh U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav L'Hoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechaye HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim B'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha B'Gevurot, U'Midom Melach, Melech Memit, U'Mechayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalaluch hasela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Page 180. Yehiyu l'ratzon imre fi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri v'goali. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom aleinu, aleinu v'yakol yishvarel v'yimeru amen. Oseh shalom, shalom bimromav, Oseh shalom bimromav, v'imru amen.
At this point in our service, we pause to think of those in need of healing on this Shabbat, healing of body, healing of spirit, and healing of heart. And we ask God to extend the bracha of refuah shlema, full and complete healing on the following men and women of our community or those known and loved by our congregation: Ilana Massey, Kevin Brackett, Kirk Whitlatch, Kathy Rotto, Aaron Ludden, Rachel Sadek, Michaela Cohen, Tracy Adams, Kim Stevens, Don Copeland, Nancy Pollock, Pat Shapiro, Denise Robinson, Paula Schwartz Purville, Marty Spitz, Judy Feiner, Alianza Chavez, Ralph Garber, David Margulies, Sherry Levson, Rudy Zeidler, Tom West, Michelle Haas, Joyce Sheffrin, David Samuelson, Doug Gill, Craig Miller, Len Dannon, Donna Mendelson, Judy Nimo, Paul Bisberg, Stacy Bressler, Harriet Lehman, Jolene Jackson, Irving Sten Jr., Megan McCaskey, Susan Early, and my brother Daniel Goldstein. If anyone has a name they'd like to add to our list, I invite you to share it with us. The Misha Barak prayer is on page 511.
Misha Barak Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe berach imotenu Mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos again to everyone. So the Torah portion for this week is called Vayikra. It is the very first Torah portion of the third book of the Torah. Anyone know what that one's called? Vayikra, Leviticus, right. Third book of the Torah. And I've said in the past, and anyone who has studied it with me knows that I refer to it as kind of an inside baseball book. It is a book written by priests, focused on priests. And many of the practices and rituals and experiences that are described in this book, and we'll be studying it tomorrow morning, are very arcane and very ancient and barbaric to some people, and in some ways seem almost irrelevant to our lives. So it's often a challenge to teach, and it's sometimes a challenge to speak about on Shabbat. One thing that I would point out that I think is really interesting about this particular book, anyone know how many mitzvot, how many rules the rabbis determined were in the Torah? 613. In Hebrew, it's called the Taryag. Taf, Resh, Yud, Gimel. The 613 mitzvot of the Torah. But almost half of those, that's a lot. Almost half of them occur just in this one book. So this book represents 20% of the Torah, but almost 50% of all of the different rules, practices, and commandments in the 5 books of Moses, which makes it noteworthy, at least in that regard. Now, speaking of ritual, there is something, I think, in the human soul that responds to ritual, whether it be the formality of a traditional wedding or the rituals of a sporting event or a public meeting. There is something comforting about the familiar, the recognizable, the predictable, when we sing Shalom Aleichem, for example, on Friday night. There's also something deeply moving about performing a rite that is older than any of us are, one that goes back beyond the time even of our parents and grandparents. At crucial times, it is important for us to know that we are, quote unquote, doing it right. Anytime I've ever officiated at a Jewish funeral and met with a family and helped them through the grieving process, everyone wants to do it right. That is what ritual is so helpful for. There is a power in the knowledge that what we are doing is what generations of people before us have done in similar places and in similar situations, something that other people in other places are doing even now at the same time and in the same way. And rituals, including prescribed prayers like we're engaging in tonight, tell us what to do and say at times when we cannot always rely on our own prayers and inspiration to know what to do or what to say. As one rabbi puts it, ritual is a way of giving voice to ultimate values. Each of us needs a sense of holiness to navigate the relentless secularity of our lives. For the Israelites in biblical times, it must have been gratifying to know what to do when they wanted to approach God at crucial moments of their lives, in need or in gratitude. Now, ritual is a very big part of all of our lives, whether we are aware of it or not. Many of us have coffee first thing in the morning when we wake up. We read the newspaper. We used to read the newspaper. I used to get the New York Times every morning. I'd walk down 5 flights of my walk up when I was in rabbinical school and get the paper, come up and read the paper with the coffee. Now most of us read it online. Or standing for the national anthem at a sporting event. But those are secular rituals. When it comes to Jewish rituals, and I talk to my Gentile colleagues, and they're facing the same thing in the Christian world. When it comes to religious rituals, many of us struggle. Regular Shabbat observance, we're doing great, but there are so many other Jews in this congregation and in Napa Valley and around the world who do not come regularly on Friday nights. Kashrut, the dietary laws. How many of us here in this room or in our congregation or in North America or around the world, especially in non-traditional communities, how many of us struggle with observing the laws of kashrut, the dietary laws? Or tzedakah for the poor and the needy. You know, I think most of us we try to do our best, whether it's giving money or giving of our time, but are many of us really following the biblical mandate of giving 10% of what we have to those who are vulnerable, those who are in need? Are these particular rituals that much harder than the secular rituals? And if they're not, why is there such a disconnect for us? Now, one notable exception coming up is the Passover Seder, or really all of the Pesach observance. According to a recent study, from Jewish Federations of North America, JFNA, over 80% of Jews in North America observe some form of Passover, whether it's attending a Seder, eating matzah at some point during the week, or just refraining from bread, either for one meal or perhaps for the entire week. Over 80% compared to Shabbat observance, which is probably in the 10 to 15% for Jews around the world. And it raises the question, why is Passover so engaging? Why is it so popular among Jews when so many other rituals are not? I think one of the reasons that Pesach is so widely observed is because it's interactive and intergenerational. And I write about this in the April newsletter. First of all, we're having a dinner with family and with friends. It's a celebratory occasion. We're celebrating the journey of our ancestors from bondage to slavery, to freedom. We eat great food. Well, it's not always so great, but we eat unique dishes and we drink 4 glasses of wine. You know what? I know some of you can agree with me. You know what could be better than that? And then there is the sacred drama. You know, in some ways, I love the theater. I haven't gone to a lot of dinner theater, but I've been to a few. It's like sacred dinner theater. Think about the elements of a Passover Seder. What is the script that we use? The Haggadah. So we have a script. What are the props that we utilize? The Seder plate and all the different objects on the Seder plate, or Elijah's cup, or the matzah, those are the props. And who are the actors? All of us. Avadim hayinu. We, not they, we were slaves in the land of Egypt. We're inhabiting those roles. So for all those reasons, I think Passover, particularly the Seder, is deeply engaging and meaningful for so many of us. And I think the questions that I'd like to leave you with tonight, because I don't have the answers to them, are, first of all, how do we make other Jewish rituals just as engaging? Is it even possible to make Shabbat or Sukkot or Shavuot or Tu B'Shvat or any of the other Jewish holidays or observances as meaningful and as popular as Passover is? And if so, how do we do it? I was just at a gathering of 400 or 500 Reform rabbis. We're all wrestling with this. We're all wrestling with this. Rabbis, cantors, ritual committees, executive directors, we're all trying to figure this out. And number 2, how do we overcome? So that's about what our leadership can do. And now what about what we can do? I think what we can do is try to overcome the very commonplace resistance that so many of us in secular contemporary America have to rituals that are religious in nature rather than secular. Once we acknowledge and see just how important a role secular ritual plays in our lives, it shouldn't be that much of a leap to see the value of spiritual rituals, religious rituals, and maybe do a little bit of a better job of incorporating them into our lives. And I speak for myself as well. I think that is the challenge, not only for rabbis and Jewish leaders, but for all of us here tonight. And that is the challenge I leave to all of you, that I'd like you to think about over this Shabbat, over the weeks ahead, and during the Passover Seder, especially those of you who are able to celebrate the second night Seder with all of us here in community at CBS. And maybe you'll have better ideas than we do as to how we can make other holidays, other observances, other rituals just as powerful. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will. We are going to turn to page 586 for the Aleinu, and I would like to ask everyone who is able to please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Please be seated. Before we turn to our announcements, I'd like to share with you a prayer for Israel. In this sacred moment, give us hope for Israel and her future. Renew our wonder at the miracle of the Jewish state. In the name of the pioneers who made the deserts bloom, give us the tools to cultivate a diversity of Jewish expression, pluralism in Israel. In the name of our fallen soldiers, give us courage to stand up to the words and ways of the zealots, those in our own midst and those among our neighbors. In the name of Israeli inventors who have amazed the world with their innovations, help us apply the same ingenuity to finding a path to peace. In the name of all these women and men, grant us the strength to conquer doubt and despair in Israel, in this country, and around the world. Replacing doubt with action, replacing despair with hope. And let us all say, Amen. So it is my honor now to invite up board member Susie Myers to share. It's not Susie, it's Michael Shevlin. Okay. They swapped their responsibility for tonight. So Michael's going to read our announcements tonight. Welcome.
Unfortunately, Susie was a little bit ill tonight, so last minute fill in. The most recent CBS newsletter of all the temple events is available on the CBS website. Tomorrow, Rabbi Goldstein will be holding the Torah study at 10:30 in the morning. No religious school this Sunday. Oh, I misread it. There is religious school. Yippee. Anyhow, planned giving will be the discussion topic on Monday, March 23rd at 7 p.m. Please join us for services next Friday, the 27th of the month, to honor the memory of longtime CBS member Audrey Lieberstein. And those of us that knew Audrey know what a lovely, lovely woman she was. Truly was. Part 2 of the Rabbi Seminar, Deepen Your Passover Seder, will take place on March 30th at 7 p.m. Celebrate Passover at CBS's second Seder on Thursday, April 2nd. Please be sure to register on the website by March 27. Mark your calendars. CBS will hold its annual meeting on Monday 11th, where we will discuss and vote on bylaws as well as the incoming Board of Trustees. CBS will have a Rabbi in Residence weekend from May 28th through the 31st with a Schmooze and Choose fundraiser on May 30th. Reminder, CBS is still participating in the vehicle donation program. Please see the flyer in the lobby if you have a vehicle you would like CBS to benefit from. Some of you may have noticed Mark is not here tonight. He was unavailable tonight, so please thank the security guard that's standing out there protecting all of us. Tonight's Oneg is sponsored by Kathleen Connery. We'd like to give warm wishes to this week's birthdays and anniversaries. Happy birthday, Scott Stern, Jana Waldinger, Marlo Cohen, Effie Lubluner, Charlotte Smith, Maya Barish, Alan Bergman, and Debbie Alterstar. And a happy anniversary to Liz and Stephen Mendela, as well as to Shane and Heidi Soldinger. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
As we near the end of our service, we think of those who are no longer with us, those who have died both recently and in seasons past. We honor those who have died during the past 12 months. Barbara Gardner, Mark Reisman, Muriel Mickey Koppel, Joel Cohen, Ilana Goldman, Susie Frischman, Judy Lynn, Claude Rua, Alan Jerome Simon, Donna Schechter, Carolyn Goldman, Victor Alcott, Robin Frank, Mark James Milberg, Joan Wilmert, Buddy Melian, Marilyn Sazatska, Joshua Ariel Stolman, Audrey Lieberstein, and Ernie Hine. And we remember and honor the yard sites, the anniversaries of the deaths of Bernard Greendorfer, A.C. Greenhouse, Elliot Lewis Schachter, Harry Abramovitz, Harold Margolis, Suzanne Kramer Weir, Terry Swartz, William Katz, Elaine Schulman, Dr. Alvin V. Pensler, Florence Pascan, Sidney Dover, Bruce McChesney, Joseph Wood, Ruth Feld Green, Lauren Bisberg, Benjamin Blattis, Dr. Harold Shevlin, and Jacob Sherman. And if anyone has a name they'd like to add, I invite you to share it with us. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Please rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hiroteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayeh dechol Beit Yisrael, b'gala uv'izman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'alam u'lamei maya, Yitbarach v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseb, v'yitadar v'yitalel v'yitalal, shmei dekudsha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all those in mourning and comfort to all those who are bereaved. And let us all say amen. Please be seated. Before we turn to our final song and then Kiddush and Motzi and our Oneg, one of the things I did during this rabbinical convention this past week was visit some local Bay Area synagogues, particularly Reform synagogues, and particularly in San Francisco. And one of the synagogues that we visited was very beautiful. They probably have 3 times the number of households than we do. And I was talking to one of the rabbis. I said, well, how many people do you normally get for Shabbat on Friday night? He said, well, maybe about 40 or 50. And this is an 800 household congregation. We're at about 220. And I counted tonight, there are 50 of you here tonight. And I have to say, we regularly are getting 50, 60, if there's a special event, 70, 80 or more people. And I know I talked about ritual tonight and our challenges with it, but I want to give you kudos for coming, and I hope you will keep coming because it's great for our community, and I'm convinced as a rabbi, it's good for you too. So hopefully you will keep coming, and it makes me very proud that we have such a nice turnout at so many of our services and events, and thank you for that. So final song.
Final song. We're going to do another psalm. So bottom of page 650. Yismachu hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismachu hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umalo. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam umalo Yismachu hashamayim Yismachu hashamayim Yismachu hashamayim V'ta'er ha'aretz Yiram hayam Yiram hayam Yiram hayam umalo Yiram hayam Yiram hayam Yiram hayam umalo.
And let's join together for the Kiddush, the short version. Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam
borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. V'tei avon. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom.